Whoosh. Okay, we live in, but for how long? That's the important question. So tonight, we are doing my long-awaited, intentionally scrubby PvP showcase. We've got 3 goals for tonight's stream. We are going to try and win a proper 1v1 naval battle, because solo sloop PvP is kind of the fastest way to get this done. And we're gonna try ram strats, aka jousting, aka bumper cars, whatever you want to call it. And then we are gonna showcase some gambling, and I'm not sure if I should update my stream tags for that or not, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. Because that is the thing that people do, and quite frankly, I don't even blame them, because it took me 200 levels to get to fucking the white tiger figurehead, and I don't recommend it to anyone. So any shortcuts that anyone can take, more power to them. Oh God, Cthulhu's. Well, again, this is my time to mention that the Pegnog does not start immediately. There is an incentive, so I should post that in chat so I can pin that. So let's see. Let me type this before I vocalize it. Okay. I think this is what we're gonna pin for now. Okay. So yeah, every $5 Canadian. Probably should have specified that. I'm not gonna split hairs. Toward Games on Throne, currently I have a community contribution / crowdfund fundraiser thingamajig toward Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth coming out at the end of January. And also, god damn it, I meant to check this out before stream. So Super Mario 3D World is the other one, the Switch version. I'm still debating whether I want to get it on the eShop or it's not on sale on an Amazon, it looks like. Wait, no. It might, maybe it is? Oh. Either way, that's neither here nor there. That game will be purchased if that funding is met. I just don't have an SD card for my Switch, so I don't know whether I want to occupying a lot of space or not. That says every $5 contributed, I will take a shot of Pegnog. And for the record, I don't even know if I like eggnog. I have had it before in my life, and I remember not being particularly enthusiastic about it. But I don't recall if I disliked it necessarily. But as someone who generally isn't afraid of, thank you for the resub, man. But again, it's toward stuff on Throne, not a resub, for the record. I was planning on. I'll meet you halfway. I was planning on drinking a bit of eggnog before starting the Pegnog, just to establish a baseline for how I feel about the nog. So I'll do that. Just give me a second to set up my ship here. I still fly the Alliance flag. for the first part, so the goal here initially, as I said, we're showcasing the three pillars of scrub PvP. All right. We're gonna go into this playing seriously at first. I personally like to battering ram my way into people, do ship jousting, board people, be an absolute gremlin on their ship. I'll try and vocalize the strategy as I do it, but PvP takes a lot of my brain space. I'm not comfortable enough to be able to eloquently describe everything that's happening, but I'll explain the way I'm preparing my ship the way I am. So a lot of people will board another person's ship. When you're in PvP, there's a circle on the map, and if you steer someone far enough outside of it, you know, their ship will explode and they'll automatically lose. So some people will jump on your ship and they'll keep killing you and keep you from anchoring, turning your ship, etc., etc. My preferred strategy is I like to battering ram them, get some initial holes in them, then I go into their hold, I start filling this barrel with water, and then filling their hold with water. It's not the greatest strategy, admittedly, but if they do have a lot of holes, the water buckets are they have a more profound effect. So you can, even if you take equal damage to your opponent, you can, through the power of the fuck it bucket, outsink them. So it's a grimy strategy, but I love it. It's pure gremlin energy. But just you know, for the record, to appreciate how far, you know, we've achieved off stream. You know, 200 with the Guardians of Fortune, 13 Servants of the Flame. Turns out that this Gifts and Glory weekend that they're doing. Here's our baby boy. The Gifts and Glory weekend that they have right now was supposed to be the weekend, and then they, you know, heard some complaints, decided to make it the entire week. I didn't hear about this because they only mentioned it in like a reply to their initial announcement on Twitter. So I could have been benefiting from double experience all week. Instead, I decided to do an extra 3 playthroughs of the first 2 Tall Tales. I did a bunch of Skull of Siren Song on my own, so very close to those achievements and never having to do that again. And just palled around with some random people I ran into. So as per usual, you know, I'm putting up my Lions flag as a show of good faith. Oh, hi. Yeah, that's a thing. That was the person I was palling around with. Actually, I exited a PvP match. They were doing a Fort of Fortune, and I'm like, hey, I need to, you know, I got a bunch of commendations, you know, to light some skeletons on fire, to blow up some gunpowder skeletons on an island with another crew. So I rolled up to them and I'm like, hey, I don't want any loot, but do you mind if I like blow up some skeletons while you guys are here? And they were nice about it. And you know, at the end, because you get some humble gifts which you need to bring to the Reapers, and you know, they basically asked like, hey, do you want to grab any of our treasure to build up your emissary, or, you know, is there anything you're looking for? And I'm like, these are the things I'm working on. And they're like, well, hey, you can sell this humble gift, and you know, coincidentally, we just buried a chest of rage on the island before you got here. I'm not sure why they did. I guess they just don't want to deal with it, and, you know, it potentially setting them on fire. I always thought that the chest of rage exploded and damaged your ship. It just sets it on fire. So it's actually not that bad in retrospect. So yeah, they gave that to me, and you know, then you just saw them on screen for a second. They came onto my ship and we did some events. Did a ghost fleet, and then I used the wraith balls from that on some on skeleton fleet. So good times all around. That's a good time with them. So what I'm doing with my audio settings here, because I want to be able to communicate with some other people in a basic manner, we are turning off proximity voice chat, but we are not muting them. And there is an in-game feature, I don't know where it is in the options, so I can't show it to you, that converts in-game voice chat into text. So if someone is trying to do something, like if they want a dice roll, for example, we'll be able to communicate with them. But I don't want anyone potentially being heard on stream because they might say some naughty things. Let me quickly set this up, and I'll go grab the eggnog, and we'll give that a try. I think I've done enough of a job explaining my basic strategies here, so I also like to move the sail to the side just so that I have a better vantage point of the player that I end up approaching. All right, give me a sec. Hold on, my AFK toggle didn't happen. We're good. Yeah, I don't think that that fellow added me or anything, so I'm not sure how they fired off that invite, if I'm being completely honest. We'll say. I know it's called eggnog. I did not expect it to be the color that it is. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's not bad. There is a... There is a weird flavor to it that I would describe... Explosion hazard. Alright. Okay. So, generally what I tried to look for at the start of the match is whether they start turning early to prepare for naval combat. They are not turning aggressively. So we might... Oh, are they anchored? I don't know if they're looking to roll dice or... They might just be lost farming. That's also something that people will do to just sink as quickly as possible. Oh. Are they coming over here? Uh-oh. Okay, so this is how it works. So you get onto their ship, or they come onto yours. And then you dice roll. And so, woof. And that's kind of how my luck goes, honestly. doesn't always work out in my favor. But yeah, I don't know if they were just expecting me to sink them or what the deal is here, but when someone just drops anchor like that or they stop in PvP, I always have this question of like, are you expecting shenanigans, or are you just looking to have some fun? And I'm always willing to engage in that. But yeah, considering he said Merry Christmas, he was probably just expecting me to sink him for free, which I honestly probably should have taken. But, you know, we'll make this fun. The waves, man. Sometimes that's how it goes. You have the easiest shot in the world. And me forgetting my instrument buttons. There we go. Oh. God. Not sure how I acquired a cannonball. There we go. All right. So, not super worried about the eggnog, honestly. If anyone's curious, I just got a fairly standard brand seal test. Very, very common milk brand, to my understanding. But yeah, it's got this particular like aftertaste that, for whatever reason, reminds me of some alcoholic drinks that I've had. But it could just be because I don't have enough experience with different like creams and like heavy cream and stuff like that. So it's possible that there are other dairy products that have this similar flavor or aftertaste. I just found it interesting because I don't think eggnog is alcoholic by default. It's frequently mixed with alcohol. Yeah. Also, we got our snow here, but let's maybe make this a bit more festive, shall we? Again, something else I meant to do before a stream, and then it thought completely slipped my mind. This is like a live 2D Santa hat, right? It's big. How do I rotate? Is it control? Yeah. Let's get a little askew here. And like that. Is that? Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of live 2D items for that reason. Let's just maybe make it bigger. Oh. It's not perfect, but it's the best I'm willing to do. Yeah, it's not bad. Better than I was expecting. I definitely feel like as a kid I would have described this as an acquired taste, because I feel like yeah, that aftertaste is something I would not have enjoyed as a kid, which definitely makes sense in retrospect. Thinking about the reaction I had to it. Now, a few details about PvP. So the last time, the only time we streamed PvP before this really, was with Ditto. We were both still quite new to the concept, and there were a lot of things we didn't understand, like hearing the sound of someone boarding you, the little splash noise that happens. I don't know if we were raising our emissary flag. It doesn't have to be the Reaper or Athena flag. You can raise any emissary, and wins in PvP will boost your emissary grade from 1 to 3 or 3 to 5. You basically get 2 levels, guaranteed. Oh yeah, and I turned off the lanterns as per usual in case we get into a proper fight. You know, we don't want people to be able to see us quite as easily at a distance. So that's the other tech. I'm not going to keep bailing water like this until I get my proper strat going. And we might not get it. And any board victory I'm going to count as the boarding victory, because trying to like force an example of like a ring out versus you know, trading ships and sinking them. It's hard to force those scenarios. Just the way that things work. When someone really wants to do naval combat, again, they'll peel away right at the very beginning, and it's really hard to force them into a ram strategy unless you're really persistent. And again, matches in this will take a very long time, and this is why you do solo sloop PvP, because then at the very least, you don't have to worry about the other people you're playing with, and you can just opt to sink yourself if it takes too long. Because when you're playing on double experience weekends, you still get decent XP for just sinking as fast as possible. You get additional rep the more you kill players on the other ship, but you can't cash out on that rep unless you win. So if you're like me and you're looking to constantly cash out, prolonged fights are not advantageous at all. So you really just want to end the fights as soon as humanly possible, win or lose. I do try to put up a fight, and depending on the other player's behavior, if I'm like, oh, I can take them, I'll push the fight a little longer to actually try and secure that victory. Otherwise, I'll just like have one or two engagements and I'll just be like, do I want to keep fighting this person? Nah. And then I'll just let myself sink. Yeah, my least favorite thing is definitely when I roll up into PvP and I see the other person peel off immediately, because I know that they're going to be trying to keep their distance for a very prolonged naval fight. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're good, but it does mean that they know some strategy and they are going to want to keep that distance no matter what, and they're not going to they're probably going to turn more aggressively if you start to steer toward them for a battering ram. If you are going for ram strats, you do want to try and aim for a situation where they're hitting more of your side and your ship's body is hitting more of their front, so that they get more hulls on the front of their ship, and you take less significant damage. That's the ideal situation anyway, so that they sink faster than you. But again, physics kind of makes that hard to control. What else can we talk about in terms of PvP? So yeah, like I said, Ditto and I were never really able to point out when people were boarding us, but there was a very noticeable like whoosh splash sounds. Yeah, let's go, roll to win. See, this is what you like to see. So they'll start raising their sails. They might even shoot up a white flare. That basically identifies they're friendly, and they're like, hey man, hop onto my ship. Let's roll some dice. Winner takes all. Yep. That is the flare somewhere. There it is. Of course, they shot it right into my blind spot. I was a little concerned that he was turning off to the side like that. Is he coming over to mine? Bracelet. Alright. Yeah, he's wanting me to come over. Whoa. Good dismount. Oh, I like the Luffy cosplay. Let's see. That's a 7. Whoa. I'll just use my cannonball since I'm sinking. I'll replenish, so if he does actually end up having to fight someone, he won't be dry on supplies. Was not expecting the Luffy cosplay. I'll say that much. These waves, man. All right. Welcome on in, Ice. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. We just gambled with Luffy and lost. You missed all the action. It was thrilling. Okay, so we got our dice roll experience. So the thing is, I've already created a ship called the Dice Roll Dhow. I was gonna call it a dinghy, but dinghies don't have sails, so I just had to go with the Dhow because it's closest to a sloop, I guess. That starts with a D that people would recognize. Lasada, welcome on in, man. How you doing? What were you streaming tonight? I hope you had a good one, man. We're doing some weird stuff tonight on my stream. We're basically showcasing intentionally scrubby strats in Sea of Thieves PvP. Ah, nice. Glad, honestly, I hear that from a lot of, CRPG streamers. So, like, more power to you. Because that sounded like a major loss of, time and sanity, quite frankly. No, I do remember that. Unless you're talking about a new bug that stopped your progress again, which would be awful, but at the same time, par for the course. It wouldn't even surprise me. Also, give me a sec. I said something before you rated, and I forget, apart from like the beginning of Dressrosa, has Luffy really partaken in gambling? I guess technically film gold as well. Skill of Siren Song is active. I kind of did enough of that this week. Okay, so we got our authentic dice rolling experience in. We'll be doing that. We'll be getting on the Dice Roll Dhow after we get our proper naval and board strat showcases done. But if I see someone who's asking for a dice roll, or if they're just like saying Merry Christmas and gonna give me a free win, I'm gonna take it. Like, they say no honor among thieves. Like, why pull the opinion of like, oh, this is the honorable grounds of the 1v1 PvP? Who cares? Just get your points and go. Someone's giving you a free win, take it. Just have fun, man. Yeah, very glad to hear that you got a resolution to that. On a similar note, as I've been talking about occasionally on stream, I've been considering unpatching Armored Core 6 so I could play the base game version of the Chapter 4 boss fight. Now that they've added ranked PvP to that game, unfortunately, it seems that messing around with my save is going to be more risky than it's worth, so I'm not going to be attempting that anymore. So expect Armored Core 6 streams to resume soonish, but I'm also like running into the challenge of like focusing, because I do want to continue God Eater to get to a certain point before starting Code Vein. I know we could start Code Vein. I might put it up to a vote whether we do more God Eater or start Code Vein. Also been thinking of starting Assassin's Creed, maybe a Wind Waker playthrough, because Skull and Bones got me wanting to sail in a game other than Sea of Thieves. They must be in the game, Cthulhu's. I will probably take a screenshot and figure that out after stream, because I'm honestly curious. Fair warning, that hat, I don't recognize it. It could very well be like a Twitch drop or a premium shop item or something like that. That might not be obtainable currently. There are unfortunately a lot of stuff from previous season passes and whatnot. Which game were you referring to, Losada? I name dropped a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm assuming AC6. But yeah, I try. Becca's awake. Hello, Becca. Nice. I expected as much, yeah. Welcome on in, Becca. How you doing? I think it should be Christmas for you already by now, yeah? Merry Christmas. My PC probably could run Crysis. Wait. Becca, isn't it the 24th for you? Okay, this person doesn't have a captainship. All right, what are they gonna do here? Oh, fireworks. Oh, okay. You might want a dice roll. He might just be lost farming. I mean, sorry, I'm gonna have a lot of chatting to do in game, and I struggle to type and speak words at the same time. My maneuver was too powerful. Oh, this guy's really close to sinking. Let's just play him off. Ah, I see, Becca. Good to know. There we go. Oh, way to show me up on Christmas cheer, Becca. I need to toggle something in the settings off, now that I think about it. Because so I always recommend to people to turn on reduce hold to interact, but I also turned reduce hold to use item, which meant that I could play instruments with a single click, and it would just keep auto playing. Because I was trying to play instruments for long periods of time on the dice roll DAO, so I could get some like an actual dice roll cosmetic thing for it, for getting 15 ranks in the rogue ship category. But that causes a bunch of other weird behavior. Like, for example, if you try to throw like a firebomb at someone, trying to throw the firebomb actually readies the firebomb, and you will not throw it until you click a second time, and that throws me off every time it happens. There are some other things that I'm just used to letting go of, like the spyglass, for example. That turns it so that you look down the spyglass. It's basically like when you're playing a first-person shooter and you aim down sights with a toggle instead of a hold. Ah, it's interesting, Becca. Good to know. How are you doing, Becca? And I thought I would ask. I was thinking earlier, because I've been thinking about, like, should I continue God Eater? Should I move on to Code Vein? I was wondering if you have like a free night or something coming up, and we could maybe schedule like that God Eater anime watch party or something. Just throwing that out there. We could always split it into like 2 different things. It's like 12 or 13 episodes, so that's basically like 6 hours, give or take. So that's a bit long for a watch party. So okay, well, you're gonna have to help me out here, Becca, with like times, because that's always the struggle. It's like I'll see you when I'm up, and you're just like waking up, or like I didn't expect you to be awake at this time. I don't even know what. I am assuming you're just staying up really late and you haven't gone to bed yet. 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. your time. Okay. So New Year's weekend might not be the greatest idea for that, but maybe on like the first or second weekend of the new year. I don't know if I don't have any plans this weekend. I was thinking of just grinding. Oh, wrong action. I was thinking of just grinding this out tomorrow, but turns out they communicated poorly the time frame of the event. They said it was going to be on the 23rd and the 24th, but it ends at 5 a.m. on the 24th. I don't really count that as being active on the 24th, so this is the only night that the PvP is going to be available. So my weekend plans are kind of shot. So I don't know if I'm going to stream. I don't know if I'm just going to play more Rocket Racing, or if I'm just going to do some sandbox stuff in this. Who knows? Ghana's got some plans, so I don't think Yakuza is on the cards. And then, you know, he's got his trip, so you know, not expecting that to continue. Hence why I've been thinking about, like, what else could I be doing? Next weekend we're going to be doing like the script reading stream. I know that for sure, but I don't really plan anything else. So, and again, like I said, seems like a bad weekend to plan a watch party, you know? They are in Europe, yes. It's Rare, the Banjo-Kazooie developers. They are based in the UK. So all their stuff, they always specify an end date of 10 a.m. UTC, which is 5 a.m. Eastern. But normally, most of these events will go to Monday morning, which is good for me because I don't have friends locally, so I just play video games all day. Yeah, I don't think the holiday timing necessarily matters, Becca. I think it really just comes down for them. In most cases, it's the weekend timing. And what is that? But yeah, bit of a bummer. And I think that's probably why they ended up extending it to cover the entire week. I just saw 23rd, 24th, and I concluded that it meant that it would be active all day Saturday, Sunday, like usual. Like all of their double experience weekends except for this one. But people complained, so they made it the entire week, and it actually started on Monday, but they only tweeted that out, so I didn't find out until it was too late. Did I start the PvP correctly? I did not. Huh? Oh, someone invaded me? So that's a thing that can happen. You can just, okay. That's a brand new ship. Okay. We're gonna try. Ooh, he's either smurfing or he's new. If he tries to board me, he's smurfing. If he doesn't, then he's new. That is what I decree. I am comfortable just sitting behind that guy, and I probably shouldn't be, honestly. Oh, he's hitting chain shots. Oh, but kablam! Oh, let me get on his ship, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm in trouble. Did I blast him off? I think I did. He did not take significant damage. Fastest way out on him is to go straight north, probably. And we'll hit these islands on the way. Fuck. Well. Oh, is there political stuff happening in Europe right now? Like, is that actually like a tentative plan that you guys have, or are you just making a joke? And so I should have healed myself better. Whoop! We would have sunk faster than him anyway. So this is fine. But we need to do a whole bunch of repairs because our mast is down because he hit us with some chain shots. I'll be honest, I don't really use chain shots. They're a little unwieldy. I don't like them. I heard some interesting sounds. Is he sailing over to us? Is he trying to board? Ah, okay. So you also gotta be careful with raising your mast, because if you immediately interact again and try to pull your sail down. Oh yeah, this guy's definitely not what I would consider experienced. So this will be our naval example. We got a little bit of boarding, but not quite what I would go for. I'm not opposed to just calling it both, depending on how something plays out. We do have that anchor ball. Here, hold on. Let's deposit one of these so we can unload our cannon. And if we can get a clear shot on him, we have that cursed cannonball from our buddy. Did I fully repair the mast? Yep. We can anchor this man, and then he's just a sitting duck. Oh, that's cool. Okay, this guy is hitting some shots, that's for sure. Okay, we need to hit him with some chain shot. And I didn't turn harsh enough. God damn it. That's always my problem. We're sinking. We are not surviving this. I'm taking far too much damage. See, that's my struggle. Like, I can hit the cannon shots fairly well, but my combat turning is very poor. I never put myself on the right turn I need to have an advantage. So getting outmaneuvered is common for me, unfortunately. Okay. Where are we at? Where is he? There he is. Okay. So this is what I mean. These fights become very prolonged. Okay. He's coming in rather slowly. Hell yeah, Ice. I will take a look at that in more detail in a moment. Thank you for the contribution, man. Oh my god. I don't want chain shot. I need cannonballs. I don't have a good angle. Again. I'm just gonna turn off. I'm just gonna turn off. This is a mulligan. I am playing too poorly. So yeah, like I said, I can hit people. It's just my maneuvering is the struggle here. I also appreciate that my Streamlabs integration for Throne is finally working. That's nice. So I'm assuming the amount it's showing me is in Canadian, because it came out to, ooh. Hold up. He's coming, like, straight for me. Oh, is he tanking? No. Eh. Damn it. Well. I got excited, and I made a bad call. The wave screwed me over there. I couldn't see what he was doing. Did we actually take any damage? No, we did not. Wait, yes we did. I heard the bubbles. And we are... Oh, they're right next to us. Behind us. Okay. I think I'm still hearing bubbling. This is not optimal. This is not great. I'll get a couple shots in on him. That went high. These waves suck. I forgot to reload my cannons. You know what? His sails are just down. I'm just gonna ram him. No, he's oh. I think, I think he took a calculated loss there. And honestly, that is exactly how I play PvP. You get to a point where you're just like, this has taken too long. I could have like lost or potentially won a couple other matches. I'm just gonna forfeit. But here's the thing, you don't want to scuttle your ship or sail out of bounds intentionally, because you will get less points than if the other person sinks you. So he just gave up there. So I'm not counting that. However, thanks. Make sure you thank Ice Thrasher, everyone. Thanks to Ice. we are going to be doing our first several shots of Pegnog. I don't know what showed up on stream, but the throne integration is telling me that we have 2325 toward Yakuza Infinite Wealth. So that'll be 4 shots of Pegnog. And sorry, I will look at Lasada's message in a moment. It's a shame I wasted that cursed cannonball. Like, I hit it, but... Oh, this guy even bought supplies. Like, he was committed. I didn't give this guy as much credit as I should have. I feel bad now. Ooh, we can get a cheeky little bit of extra rep. But he didn't have a PvP flag, so... He's only so much of a homie. Because the thing is, there's actually no penalty for getting sunk and losing a flag. It's just a benefit for the people who sink you to get an extra reward. So if you're on to PvP and you don't have a flag, that's it's not nice. But I get it. Some people just want to queue up fast. No, you're more than welcome to play with me sometime, Lasada. Let's see. Monkey Island update. Yes, that is a what's called a tall tale, which is basically the game's story content. Those are permanent additions to the game. You can play them at any time. The Monkey Island content is a little different compared to the Shores of Gold storyline and the Pirates of the Caribbean story arcs, which are played in the regular game world. In that, when you start one of the Monkey Island Tall Tales, you go to a separate instance. So unfortunately, none of the Monkey Island, the actual Monkey Island is not in the game world, in the open world, to be specific. The only way to visit it is through the Tall Tales, and when you are doing those, you will not see any other players except for those that are part of your crew. They have also added Safer Seas, so if you just want to do the story content like the other kinds, you can do that with just a single crew and not have to worry about other players. There are many limitations on Safer Seas in terms of the content that you can do and the things that you can achieve in it. I think it's still a solid mode, and it's a great introduction to the game, especially because this game does have a high skill ceiling. I've heard that. I've heard that it's a real labor of love. Yeah, no, guess what? Neither am I, Lasada. So yeah, I unfortunately am not going to count that as either the naval combat or the board strat. While I did showcase both attempts were very poor, and we didn't win because of our efforts. We won because he let us. And again, kudos to him. I will raise my glass of Pegnog momentarily in honor of that fellow. And see, this is why I want to get the PvP examples out of the way, because then we can get on our dice roll ship, and then people will just see dice roll, and they'll know that I'm there to roll. Isn't it just a remake, and not like a actual sequel or new entry in the series? Not that there's anything wrong with it, but oh, and just for reference, there is a particular strategy to what we're doing here. So when you're opted into Hourglass, you can be invaded by other players that are also that have initiated the dive mechanic. And you can still do the regular gameplay stuff, and people will like Dark Souls raid into you. If you win, you have a 20-minute cooldown before someone else can invade your game. And also, if you win, or if you put loot on your ship, you will gain hourglass value and a multiplier, which you'll see on this meat. Wrong faction again. I'm so used to the green guys. Yeah, the faction treasure grade. So if you sing someone and they have a flag and some supply crates and some miscellaneous stuff, you can get to like grade 1 or 2 rather easily, and that will increase the value of your hourglass that you're selling, which right now is only worth 20,000. But because we're grade 3 with the Reapers, we get a multiplier on the hourglass that we're selling. So what you always want to do is you want to put as much of their stuff on your ship as possible to build up your emissary grade. And you then want to sell their flag or the hourglass. No, you want to sell the hourglass for the flag first, because the flag will then count, I believe, toward both your PvP progress and your faction progress. Then you turn in the hourglass to end PvP, and then you turn in your emissary flag, and then you start that up again, so you start from the beginning. Unless you want to keep leveling up to grade 5, but I'd rather cash in the emissary grade experience, because I'm still working toward the monthly emissary ledger leaderboard, as well as Reaper faction in general. The max for them is 75, and I'm only 47 because I don't do the open world PvP. I'm not a mean man. I'm not a bad guy. All right, let's get some water in our bucket. Probably should have gotten some chain shots from that guy's ship before, queuing up again. But c'est la vie. I'm gonna go grab the eggnog and the Pepsi, and we'll prep those shots. Be right back, guys. I didn't queue up correctly again, did I? Nope. Okay. Here, let's turn on the ASMR mode for a little bit of that. There we go. I'm gonna do half and half. 1 part eggnog. 2, 1 part Pepsi. I don't know if I should stir this or anything, but let's give this a go. First one out of 4 down the hatch. Ooh. Oh, and it's a Diet Pepsi for clarification. That's actually really good. like way better than Pilk for some reason. Like, for the record, I didn't mind Pilk. But see, now I feel like this is my plans for this sort of shit always go by the wayside. Cause like, hey, we'll have this cursed incentive, and it's gonna be, I don't even. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, eggnog, whatever, and I never really had it again. So I'm like, hey, maybe this will be like really cursed and unfortunate, and I'll regret doing this. Never happens. Never happens. The only thing I've really regretted is planning more streams than I am willing or able to do. Because my scheduling and time management is abysmal, and I feel awful about that. It is. I'm actually quite enjoying it. Gonna down my second shot real quick before we get in here. Also, this isn't quite a shot glass. It's a taller thing, but I'm still calling it a shot. Okay, this guy wants to naval 100%. Okay, we're gonna give this our best, but he is shooting quite early. Generally, you want to lower your speed so you have more time to shoot at people. Give yourself a slight turn. Nope. So the worst thing is getting killed by a cannonball, because that's a lot of time. Fuck. He's hitting my sail quite a bit. Yeah, I didn't get a good start. Bye. So you might have heard a little bit of a whoosh. That was him boarding us. That is the problem with my strategy, is that I always have a bucket full of water, so I always need to remember to dump that before I start bailing. So I'm happy with that. We got a good example of me hearing the boarding sound and reacting to it. I feel good about that. That's actually one of the cleanest, like, anchor preventions I think I've ever had. Oh, he's on us again. I think. No, I heard something. I heard a different noise than usual. See, I was just complimenting myself and saying, hey, I did a good job. Only to have to take that back. How did I have so much water? I don't still have a hole in me, do I? Oh god, I cannot see this guy through the waves. This sucks. I need to shoot higher and further in front of him. I'm gonna distance myself real quick, because I don't like how this engagement is going, and I feel like there's still a hole I haven't found. Now that's a new one. Alright, ice. I can neither confirm nor deny if that is a common problem for gamers. Okay. So he's like straight behind me. Out of cannonballs again. All right, let's come back around. He's not gonna like the fact that I took so much time to repair, because that is actually a problem in PvP. People running to repair with very minimal damage. So that was a very scrubby thing that I did. The ideal thing is when you're really getting a good volley going with another player, and you're able to like manage your bucket timing, like doing the barest minimum of repair so you can stay on your cannons as much as possible. But I'll be honest, it takes me a while to get into a groove if I ever do. So I'm not expecting that to be a thing tonight. Okay, we're hitting him. Okay. Man, he's still hitting me, huh? All right. See, he knows what he's doing. Like 100%. This guy's good at naval. See, here's an example of what I was talking about. I am not going to have a good shot on this man, but he has done minimal repairs and he can immediately take it back to me. See? Oh, he's coming for a board. Hello, sir. Hi. Hello. Hello, sir. Hi. How are you? Good job. Ow. 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 What a spiteful little gremlin. Unfortunately, we did have a lot of damage. See, the thing about blunder bombs is that they will keep you from being able to do critical things on your ship, like repairs and whatnot, because of the knockback that they hit. So that's why he was doing that. He was trying to prevent me from steering and doing other important things, like bucketing. So here's the thing. We have barely any water, so I'm going to empty my bucket here and try to consolidate. No. See, sometimes you can turn like a tiny amount of water into... you can basically fill like 2 buckets worth of water, depending on your timing. I know that explanation makes absolutely no sense. That guy's going to run into an island. Should I be so lucky? But he's so far away. Oh, I hit him. That was the sound of me hitting a person, not the ship, or else you would have heard that music sting. Okay. Lasada, that's a really good follow-up. I'm not satisfied with my performance here. At least I'm countering his boards. I might just go in for a ram. Because he seems to be docking at the island. Now, I think what he's going to do is he's just going to wait for me to approach a ship. And he's going to... Oh, no. Okay. I thought he was just going to act like a turret, which honestly is a perfectly valid strategy. I've actually done that a couple times. Just put the front of my ship at an island and just focus my my cannons at someone approaching me. I kind of just want to... Oh, he's coming over here. Other side. Oh, no. Which ladder is he on? I don't know what he hit my ship with. Fuck. He did something. He didn't have a gunpowder keg or anything, did he? No? Those are not good firebomb hits either. He's going to put that out like immediately. Yeah, it's surprisingly good for those. I was not... So here's the problem. If I try to go for this ram strat, he's going to hit me with his cannons. And, yeah, no, this is not advantageous for me. Now, if he did get cocky... yeah, here he is. So here's the strat. I did damage to his ship. He is on my ship. I'm going to keep him on my ship by pretending that I'm like PvPing with him. And he is going to slowly sink. So I'm just going to buy myself time. Now he is either going to try and steer me out of bounds or steer me into the island to try and do a bunch of damage to my ship. Yeah, he did a bunch of damage. So we do that. Anchor. Oh no! Oh no, Mr. Man! Oh, don't hurt me, Mr. Man! Oh no! Oh, I'm so scared! Oh no, I'm dead! Oh guys! Oh gee! Oh no, guys! I think we're in a lot of trouble here. Oh, we might sink, and then I'll have to do well, actually, no, we haven't met the $40 incentive. I almost got ahead of myself there. We still have 2 more shots of Pegnog to do, though, as per the generous contribution. Oh no! Oh, we're turning. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, wait. How? We shouldn't be turning if we're anchored. What's going on there? Oh, he went back to his ship. Damn. Oh, wait, he didn't. He didn't go back to his ship, but it's in range. Did he repair it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's he gonna do? I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this this act up. I am confident that he's going to foolishly sink. But his ship is really close to mine, so he I don't think he would have gotten onto his ship and repaired it in the interim. Oh no. Oh no, our ship is on fire. Oh no. Now, that is a legitimate concern, because over time my ship will start to take fire damage and it will get more holes in it. He also probably has like only a basic level 1 hull in his ship, so he's going to take a while to sink, if we're being completely honest here. Is he still on me? Ah, yeah, he repaired. All right. Woo! We are trading ships, my friend. So this might not be the greatest strategy, especially since my ship has some damage on it. We want to go east. We could potentially sail him out of bounds. North. North will be faster. I think my ship will sink before he does anything. Before I can get him out of bounds, but it's worth a try. Alright. Does he have any spare fire bombs? Yes, he does. So what we do is we make it painful for him to deal with steering his ship. Okay. He got concerned. We're probably gonna get back onto my ship. It's gonna be covered in fucking fire at this point, and probably half full. But we can probably still bail it. Yeah, this door wouldn't be opening if we were sunk. Whoop. He thought. Okay, deal with the important holes. Okay. Oh, this is where things get dicey. Okay. So that's kind of an example of how my strategy would work. If he was sinking faster, that would have been better. If we can spawn right on our ship and shoot him some more, I don't know if he anchored, but if he did and he's still in range of my cannons, he's actually in trouble now. No. Okay. We need to flee. We're about to start sinking very quickly. We are not gonna... oh. GG. He's gonna say some toxic... No. No. Do I have any fire bombs for the road? Nah. Oh well. 2 more shots to go of the Pegnog. Damn. He really was able to repair his ship while camping ours. That's kind of impressive. I assumed he put his ship on a turn, because what a lot of the people who... So, again, my strategy is to battering ram people and then swap ships with them. What a lot of the serial boarders will do... This is the 3rd shot, by the way. Is they will put their ship on a turn. They'll fire themselves out of their cannon, and they will swim over to you and jump on your ship and do a bunch of nasty shit. Usually using blunder bombs to keep you at bay. Just knocking around your ship. Sometimes using a blunderbuss to blast you off into the water. Yeah, so those are definitely examples of the kind of fights that I end up losing. Because I just never got a good... I never got into a good position to deal with them. And I committed to strategies to take advantage of situations that hadn't actually occurred. But I assure you, I have won plenty of PvP battles with those strategies. Just the other guy didn't know he had a hull, or he got lax on repairing. At a certain point, I think I will probably call it on the legit strategies. I think we're getting some good PvP footage here, even if it's not successful footage or necessarily skilled footage, because I'm choking. Oh, that's what that sound effect was. When he boarded my ship, a Skull of Siren Song voyage spawned, and I thought he hit me with some sort of, that was like a keg noise or something. I see. Also, there's a weird thought I had. So, they deliberately made it so that the default option here is to cancel the quest, and the alt interact option is to read the note, and then you can accept it there. I don't understand why that is. I keep accidentally canceling the voyage when I'm wanting to do the Skull of Siren Song. And, like, there's no... you have to interact with the note to opt into it. So just make it R to, like, interact, and just don't have an F option, you know? Because you're not going to be pressing the R button on your top deck anyway, unless you are carrying a storage crate or a collector chest, and you're only going to be interacting with small treasures or other storage crates if you're doing that. So you're not going to be interacting with the note. I can understand why someone wouldn't want to opt into it, because when you do opt into the Skull of Siren Song, your spawn locations change, and you will actually spawn closer to other ships participating in it, and or the islands that the treasure is on, or where the treasure is located. So you can actually use that to your advantage to teleport around the map. Yes, Cthulhu's. I'm going 50-50 with the Pegnog. And to answer Ice's question, so solo sloop PvP is actually the fastest, just because you have more control over whether you win or lose. The more players you have, the longer fights can take. Now, this might not apply to brigs or galleons where you have more cannons, and, you know, really skilled cannoneers on a larger ship could end up making those fights go by very quickly. Okay, this guy wants naval combat, unfortunately. Okay, we'll give this another try, and then we're gonna commit to boarding people. I don't know. I don't like it when I see people take such a sharp turn at the very beginning. Something also I need to point out is the Dark Adventure sails, if we see anyone that has them equipped. So, oh, this person's cannons are... I never got a good advantage on them. This person's cannons are kind of slow. They might not have good reflexes on reloading. Can be a problem for some players. So there was actually an update recently. So if you remember, I used to use the ghost sails because they would glow in the dark, and it was nice because like they wouldn't glow when your sails were fully up, so that you could quickly look at your sails and see, like, is it glowing? That means that we have a little bit of speed, and that was a nice quick reference. His bow is okay. Whatever. He was going slower than I expected, but I think we're good. The main reason I used those is because they had cuts in the sails, the sail texture, so you could see ahead of you more clearly. And there was a premium sail set called the Dark Adventure sails that basically had like a whole triangular shape cut out of the bottom. And so every try-hard player or long-time player would have those sails. So anytime you went into PvP and you saw the Dark Adventure sails, you knew you were in for a rough time. Oh, he's trying to board me. Really, dude? The mermaid means that he was in the water. Okay, well, now that I know that he's doing that, we're changing to board strats. Now, trying to go for a battering ram, unfortunately, could very well leave me at a disadvantage. Because if he shoots me with his cannons before I ram him, then he's gonna have more holes in me than I do him. Yeah, he's shooting himself over at me. Yeah. Right side. He's already got the skeleton curse. Really? Uh-huh. Not sure what he thought was going to happen there. So we did lose, so we could try and hit him with some chain shot. He's still shooting fucking... Okay. Watch me whiff my chain shots. So our mast is down, which is bad. He has an advantageous rotation on us. This is also really bad for us right now. Oh, we also hit him. Okay. Ah, fuck. He hasn't repaired his damage, though. This is a bad move. I'm not going to be able to get on him. He's circling my ship. Fuck. I hate it when I fuck up my, You know what? No. It's not the time for that. It's not the time for that. Yep, got him. Fucking GG! Let's go! He got cocky. Oh, he's gonna try and kill me, so I sink. And I probably will, unfortunately. What? Us talk. I might be using the Royal Us. Because you guys are part of the stream experience. You're the viewers. Yeah, he sunk me. So that is toxic behavior. He was really salty that he lost. That he did not respect his own fucking repairs and proceeded to do a tight turn and ram into me like an idiot. And so poor little baby got butt mad and killed me to prevent me from taking his flag and selling it, which would have provided me with some extra rep. So we did showcase, what do I want to call that? That kind of ended in a more naval fashion. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that a naval win. It wasn't clean. It was definitely not clean. Yeah, the Royal Us. It's like the Royal We. You talk as if you're referring to like we're a group of people playing and watching the stream. Yeah, exactly, Cthulhu's. But yeah, I'm not going to keep committing to naval. Because I just don't like it. And I'm not that good at it. Like if my turning is great, and like it for me, it just comes down to luck. If I get on a good rotation, when I can hit someone a lot. My chain shot aim is terrible. I don't understand the physics on chain shot. That was the fourth shot of Pegnog, by the way. So the leaderboard is now clear. We have 325 in the bank. Toward the next shot and we have 23.25 for the total of $40 for the Pegnog shot per loss. Though I can't fault people for not seeing the value in it, considering that I enjoyed it. Right. So I don't like Fort Merrick. Because, I always go over here and board my ship before I remember to join an emissary. And this is going to be embarrassing because someone's probably going to invade us before I even raise my flag. Or before I get back to my ship and do my prep. So now we're going to commit to battering ram strats. This will not go smoothly for most fights, to be completely honest. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to drive my ship straight at somebody. And they're probably going to go on one of those angular turns, as we've seen. They're going to start shooting their cannons at us before we even get in range. That's at least how most of the real try-hardy players do. And you're kind of looking to take advantage of someone who isn't really seeing the signs or understanding the strategy that you're going for, to just get a really good collision and then hop onto their ship and keep them dead. And so yeah, if we can get like another like proper example of PvP, we'll switch over to the dice roll DAO and hope we can get some progress here. But I hope you understand how long and tedious the grind oh, that was a something. Oh my god. Okay, Cthulhu's. Okay. I'm gonna leave this to you how we do this. So my initial plan was, so we did 4 shots for the $20, and so that would be another 4 shots up to $40. Do you want me to just take 8 shots? No, 9 shots because you contributed. Wait, hold on. I need to. Oh, it's late and there's math involved. It's 46.50. Okay, so that was 69. Nice. 75. So not quite 70. So we could either do 4 shots and then shot per loss, or the exact wording was shot per sink. Let's preface that. I am a man of my word. I will stick to the exact wording, even if I win but still sink. Or do you want me to just do 9? Just get a big cup. Okay, I'll do that after this, Matt. You know, I could probably. I don't have any rum Cthulhu's. I finished the Kraken, and it was a very bad idea because I got sick. Okay, give me. I'm gonna grab a large cup. Have a good night, Lasada. Thanks for coming by. Sleep well, man. Oh. No, I have not, Cthulhu's. Amazon did restock the Bailey's Irish Cream liqueur chocolates, so I did order one of those. That should arrive tomorrow. They come in like a tube, I guess. And then next weekend, I think I'm going to pick up some rum chata, and I'll probably drink that on stream for the, oh, this is the same guy, isn't it? Hold on, I need to try hard. Yeah, no, this is the same guy. I don't like that. I don't like that energy. Fighting the same person repeatedly in this is, like, the most depressing affair. Like, I detest it. So I'm just going straight for a ram. And see, this is what I mean. He's filling me full of holes, and I don't care. Ahoy hoy! So he's still on here, right? I don't understand what the ship looked like. Hi. Hello. Oh, he's trying to do ladder shots. Oh, do I still have the hold to use item on? Because I clicked once and it started charging up a sword strike. Well, that's an extra shot, I guess. Yeah, I know they're different Cthulhus. I never assumed that they were similar. They're both just creamy boozy drinks. So yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, no, it was not a GG. All right, big ol' Pegnog here. I was not expecting Pegnog to be an improvement over Pilk, honestly. Are there what okay, this is gonna be a very stupid question. What the fuck is eggnog? Are there spices in here? There it is. Yeah. Butter, cinnamon, nutmeg. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. And that's probably the taste combination that I was equating to some kind of liquory flavor. Like kind of different from proper Baileys. So, okay, I don't know what you want me to do because those I got a gigantic cup of Pegnog here, and because we met the goal, I'm going to do a shot as well. But I don't feel free to name your terms. Well, that's the shot for the loss. I do not. I finished it all because I was tired of it occupying space in my apartment. Because that's the thing that I do. In that, like, I know there are things that have like infinite shelf life. Not quite, but close enough. But I just get tired of having them around, and so eventually I'll just be like, I want to finish these, and that's what happened with the Kraken, because I was tired of having it around. Yeah, I don't have a liquor cabinet because I don't buy booze frequently enough to need one. So I got tired of having the Kraken around, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a bunch of this. And then, you know, I was feeling fine. And I thought I could have more of this. And then I was still feeling fine. And then I probably just had like 1 or 2 shot glasses too many. Because I got very close to finishing it. And I was like, may as well. That's just how my brain works. It's a problem. So yeah, if we keep running into fucking the SS dinghy, we are gonna have to change what we're doing here. We're gonna have to bust out the dice roll Dow early, because fuck. They already have the skeleton curse, which either and considering that they go straight for naval, it means that they have played that for a significant amount of time and they probably enjoy it. And I cannot relate. I wouldn't even say it was a hangover necessarily, because I felt I still drank a lot of water and I felt perfectly fine after I slept. But I did get ill before that. So I'm not sure if that counts as a hangover, but yes. Was not pleasant. All right, got the big cup of Pegnog. Oh, the larger vessel is not good. I thought I got it half and half. I think I have more Pepsi in here than eggnog, and I feel like that's not as good. Never thought I'd say that, but here we are. Yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying. Yes, I am aware of that, Cthulhu's. I just don't know if that is defined as hungover necessarily. Because hungover, I always conflate with like the day after kind of affair. Okay, this is not a named ship. We have also spawned in the vicinity of a sea fortress, and they are shooting at that poor guy. It is a brand new ship, brand new captain ship. He is not maneuvering very well. This is our opportunity for a board strat. This is our opportunity, guys. Please don't choke me. Let's go. Whoop. Oh, he took so little damage. There we go. Okay. What's the direction? We want to sail him straight south. Okay, we're gonna kill him one more time. And we're gonna set his shit on fire. Our ship might sink before we sink him. Okay. Let's take some snacks. Reload. My hands are getting shaky. Sorry. Okay, now we're gonna occupy this space. Okay, trying to steady my hand here. Adrenaline's kicking in. Oh. That was unfortunate for him. Royal Crest. Alright. Kablooey! Let's go! So he's like southeast of Hidden Spring. Where's my mermaid? I may have sunk. I think I just heard the gong. My mermaid isn't spawning. Oh, mermaid's there. There's no way my ship has not sunk. I don't think he had a flag anyway. But hey, we boarded him. He didn't have a lot of hulls, so our advanced big-brained bucket strategy did not come into play. But we demonstrated. So one thing I want to explain is guarding the middle and why I do that. So you can... Okay, glad we're on the same page, Cthulhu's. So still never technically got hungover. But yes, I have made myself ill through rum, and yes, that was my first time. So let's say I have had half a hangover. So I'm actually really happy with that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hop onto the ship real quick. I don't want to explain why I guard the captain's quarters. So when I first started, I would always hang out below deck. Because my idea was, if they know that you're on their ship, they're going to want to come down here, and this is going to give you a lot of lead up for them coming down here and, you know, doing whatever. But it also gives them a rather clean shot at you with their firearms and allows them to, like, charge up a lunge, which can do a significant amount of damage. That's what that guy was trying to do repeatedly, and unfortunately it didn't pan out for him. So I eventually realized that this strategy was suboptimal. And staying up here, what some people will do if they have a lot of blender bombs, they'll just stay up here, because you can't really get up here easily. Like if they have a blender bus, they can knock you back. If they have blender bombs, they can keep you from approaching them. So this is another good strategy to stay up here with blender bombs to keep people from like steering the ship if you're going for a ring out play like we just did. But I prefer in here because people can spawn in a couple different locations. They can spawn like here or here, and they can spawn here, here, and I think here as well. So for the most part, if you're standing here, like even if they spawn and they grab a bucket of water, that's all they can do. They can't empty that bucket. Like sure, if they die, they will take that water in the bucket with them, and that will exit their ship. So that is actually a success for them to an extent. But you'll get a free kill, more or less. They will not survive that attempt. They will give themselves away. And it's not really an optimal situation for them to be down here while you're, you know, again, in the exact situation where I kept putting myself in when I was new to PvP. And if someone spawns here, then you just shoot them. Like, skeet shooting. They can't do anything about it. If they spawn up here, you can see them very clearly. And if they want to come down here and attack you directly with a blunderbuss or a cutlass, or if they want to grab a panic bucket, which is honestly my usual strategy, if they have holes, I try to delay my sinking as much as possible so that they sink accidentally due to their own hubris. They'll come down here and I can play a little game where I, like, you know, pop out behind the curtain here. And if they decide to like quickly run around here, then I can blast them in the back and so on and so forth. So I tend to defend here once I've boarded someone and set the ship up so that's going out of bounds, and you know, if it has enough holes in it to start sinking and stuff. So yeah, that is my Scrubs guide to PvP. We showcased some boarding strats. Maybe didn't get the bucket to work, but you understand the mechanic. If they had more holes, admittedly, I did not go to their bucket of water and like keep using it like I probably should have. But my nerves were getting the better of me, and that is something that I run into with. It's why I don't like playing with keyboard and mouse quite as much, because when it gets better the longer I play PvP during a single session. But when my adrenaline starts going, my hands like start to shake some fierce, and it becomes difficult to be accurate and consistent. So I was panicking, but I had a confident game plan. I just wasn't sure how fast. Unfortunately, my boat did end up near a fortress, so it was probably being shot by the fortress the entire time. But we still sank them before they sank us. And so that is a victory. But we did sink. So, cheers. Hold on. Cheers. That wasn't a... Nah. Also, annoyingly, my noise suppression toggle also causes auto walking in Sea of Thieves. I will say, Cthulhu's, the Pegnog is not sitting very well with me either. I think it is the combination. Like this is I had a lesser feeling of this with Pilk. Yeah, let me just double check here. I did turn that off. I don't know why my lunge, my sword lunge, got stuck like it did. But yeah, my stomach is churning a little bit. I don't feel like nauseous, but it's definitely not sitting. That's the way I'm going to describe that. So I'm going to cut my recording here, but keep the stream going. We are going to switch over to the dice rolled down.